The episode begins with the main character regaining consciousness in complete darkness. Confused, he wonders where he is, why he cannot see anything, and why the lights are not turning on. As he tries to move, he realizes that his body will not respond at all. Suddenly, he hears a cracking sound, and the darkness fades away, revealing a dense forest in front of him. At that moment, a status window appears. The main character learns that he has been reincarnated as a dragon egg. The status explains that this is his personal status window, which displays his abilities in numerical values for easier understanding. He is told that he possesses a special skill called Divine Voice, currently at level 1, which allows him to hear the system's voice. Confused, he asks if he has entered some kind of game world. The Divine Voice apologizes, stating that it cannot answer that question yet because its level is too low. Realizing that leveling up may unlock answers, the Dragon Egg tries to question the system further about who it is and where he is, but the system refuses to respond. Frustrated, he attempts to move forward, but ends up falling. His health decreases slightly, but he gains a falling resistance skill and a title skill called Clumsy. He begins rolling again and eventually reaches a body of water, where he sees his reflection for the first time and realizes fully that he has become an egg. The status explains that he is an F-rank monster, a dragon egg, and if his shell breaks, he will die. It also mentions that dragon eggs are extremely weak, with low intelligence because their brains are not yet fully developed. At this stage, the egg can only roll. The system warns him that adventurers often hunt and destroy dragon eggs, putting him in constant danger. While rolling again, he accidentally levels up his roll skill from level 1 to level 2, gaining better control over his direction. However, he loses control due to increased speed and falls again, taking heavy damage. This causes his falling resistance and clumsy skills to level up as well. His HP drops dangerously low to just 3 points. Deciding to rest, he remains still until night falls. After resting, his HP fully recovers. He resumes rolling and starts thinking about his situation, realizing that this world resembles an RPG, where gaining experience leads to leveling up and evolution. Soon after, he encounters a monster called a Dark Worm, which has the title Egg Eater. The worm notices him and begins attacking. The egg rolls away desperately, but the worm continues chasing him. Understanding that he cannot escape, the egg checks the worm's status and realizes that direct attacks would kill him. Instead, using his falling resistance skill, the egg lures the worm toward a cliff. When the worm loses balance near the edge, the egg attacks and knocks it into the abyss. Believing the fight is over, the egg relaxes, but the worm survives the fall and attacks again. Moments later, the worm suddenly dies from accumulated damage. The egg gains experience points, rapidly leveling up to level 5, which is the maximum level for his current form. The system informs him that he is now eligible to evolve and presents 2 evolution options: Baby Dragon and Little Dragon. The Little Dragon is explained as a dwarf-type dragon that can breathe fire and is feared by adventurers. The Baby Dragon, on the other hand, is physically weaker, considered tasty prey by humans and monsters, but has high long-term potential and can evolve into various dragon species. Initially, the egg chooses Little Dragon for safety. At that moment, a mysterious hand appears, grabbing him, and a voice tells him to grow stronger, reach the top, and not disappoint it. The Divine Voice skill levels up to level 2. Reconsidering his choice after recalling that baby dragons have greater evolutionary potential, the main character changes his decision and chooses Baby Dragon instead. The system accepts his choice and evolves him into a baby dragon, granting him multiple new skills. After evolving, he notices that his HP and MP are not fully restored, so he rests again. Feeling intense hunger, he decides to eat the Dark Worm's corpse, despite its terrible taste, believing that becoming stronger requires sacrifice. The next morning, he wakes up and confirms that the transformation was real. He realizes he once was human, though he cannot remember who he was. He identifies himself as Reincarnated and understands that he has been reborn into an RPG-like world. Soon after, multiple worms attack him. This time, he easily defeats them using his new abilities and unlocks his baby breath skill, allowing him to breathe fire. His level rises quickly to level 15. Feeling hungry again, he eats mushrooms, which taste awful but grant him poison resistance. He later hunts a gray wolf, defeats it using fire and physical physical attacks and discovers that its meat tastes good. As evening falls, he continues hunting wolves and reaches level 20. While grilling meat using his fire, he reflects on his loneliness and wishes to make friends. Suddenly, he hears human voices. Curious and excited, he approaches them and hides behind a tree. He sees a group of armored adventurers. Believing his cute appearance will prevent conflict, he reveals himself and asks them not to attack him. However, the adventurers perceive him as a dangerous monster. One of them slashes him with a sword, injuring him badly, while another uses magic to paralyze him. Unable to move, the baby dragon realizes his mistake in trusting humans. As the adventurers prepare to kill him, a female adventurer named Miria steps in and stops them. The dragon loses consciousness. When he wakes up, he sees Miria healing him despite knowing he is a dragon. Grateful, he thanks her. Miria's MP is almost depleted due to healing him. The dragon gains a language-related skill, allowing him to partially understand her speech. Suddenly, terrifying monster roars echo through the forest. Miria realizes her companions are in danger and runs to save them despite her low MP. The dragon tries to stop her, but is still partially paralyzed. Forcing himself to move, he follows her and reaches the battlefield. He scans the enemy and learns that it's a C-rank monster called a little rock dragon with nearly 2,000 HP. His own HP is critically low at 38. He sees Miria's companions unconscious on the ground, with Miria also injured. As he moves to protect her, the little rock dragon notices him and launches an attack. The episode ends at that moment.